and this is very nicely done. It perfectly fits with the pantograph, like genuine perfect. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Northbound. Welcome to Bitterfield station. From here you'll be running an all-station stopping service north as far as Dessau, Hofbauernhof. So, hey guys, and welcome back to Dovetail Games Train Sim World. So, heading northbound this time from Bitterfield, where we started off last week, and essentially just completing the entire route from a central perspective. So again, about half an hour, 45 minutes in length. That shouldn't be too bad. So step into cab, sit down. And unlock doors on the left side, so I'll do that. It's an early morning route, sorry, late evening one at 5:15. Well, it's not that late really, I think it's just down to the fact that we are leaving the station a little bit later. And it's now winter, so the sun will be starting to set. Yeah, stick around the cab whilst we wait for our passengers to load. Again, really nicely detailed this. Everything in the right place. There's your little announcer for the passengers. And this is your controls ahead of you. And you've got your, what's it even called, this one? The CIFA. The train protection voice. Similar to AWS, but it's German version of it. So yeah, going forward. And then just wait for ourselves to complete boarding before we do disembark. So there we go, almost finished loading. Wait till 17:15, like I said. So whilst we do wait, let's just look around the train, look around the station, because some really nice stuff going into this one, I have to say. I mean, you've only got access to these two platforms, because, well, these are the only two platforms that this train actually uses. There's going to be National Rail within Germany, so like ICEs and those big red trains that we see as well. So I don't think if we can access the platform. Ooh, okay, maybe there's more to this map than I thought there would be. I mean, never expects a train to have a stop here, but I like that. See what snacks we've got. So we've got a few Walkers or Lays if you're European or anywhere else in the world where you can't call them Walkers, but Walkers crisps. You've got then your that's a Kit. Whoa, a bit light there, but that's a Kit Kat. That's going to be a Snickers. You're going to have your, are those refreshers? I think it's like refreshers. Oops. Ooh, we've got to get back on the train. Screw it, I'm going by the tracks. Lock the doors. Sit down. And go. Once the doors are closed, of course. There we go. And yeah, got your green signal flashing us to leave at this point, so it shouldn't be too bad for us today. Weather's a lot clearer than before, but the weird black clouds of death floating overhead means that it probably is linked to the weather yesterday where it was just raining. We'd be nice to have whiter, fluffier clouds than these massive dark grey storm clouds. Fog-wise, a little bit of fog in the very far distance, but nothing too major for us. Speed's now got up to max, so we will increase power. And stopping at Greppin in 1.2 miles in about 2 minutes and a half. So in fact I don't even need this much speed. So get neutral, and so yeah, train's momentum will carry it in. Even if we do slow down a tiny bit, should be alright in terms of getting to Greppin at the right time. Ooh, okay, I wish I gave us a warning for that track point in there earlier. And we'll go back to full speed again, but was not expecting that. In the real world, my train probably would have derailed at this point. And we'd be all over the tracks. All these passengers would be violently chucked across the side of the train. It's not like British signals where you do have the actual side lights as well, alerting drivers that they are going to change tracks. Right, so stopping right about now, sticking 100% braking. And I've got the indirect brake as well if needed, but we should be alright for the station. So a little bit of indirect braking just to keep it close to the stopping points. There we go, should be fine actually. Perfect. Lock right side doors. And just keep that in neutral as well. So we'll be stuck here for a couple of minutes. I'm pretty sure I've already got the grit shovel from the station. Like I said last week, going around stealing all the shovels on the line, so that when it does snow, no one can shovel the salts, as they use their bare hands or spend more taxpayers' money in replacing them all. Yeah, free car service today. It's not too long. Tell me to lock the doors, but I've got a feeling already it's going to tell me to wait for a couple of minutes. Yeah, about a minute of waiting until we do disappear. So I'll just stay on the platform for a little bit and just enjoy the quite nice scenery the station has to offer. I mean, yes, more of a residential one. We've got this recently tarmacked pathway that is underneath the train. And then, yeah, got one of the exits here, and then an exit on the other side of the station as well. Because who needs a footbridge when you can physically build underneath the train tracks? All clear. Just pretend I'm doing safety checks before heading back into the cab. Up the steps, back into the seats. And get ourselves ready to go in just a couple of seconds, 10 seconds till we go. Right then, 1.4 miles to Bitterfield. Yeah, you can ignore that. I'm a spot rep. Anyway, let's carry on. So, we have an industrial complex to our right side. So yeah, we are leaving. We've now left the main part of Leipzig. This is now just like the outskirts of the area. The not so posh, but more of an industrial kind of park even. So now it's the train in neutral. We're meant to arrive here at 23 past, so we're not really meant to go that fast at all in this section, really. So if I start slowing down the train in just a moment, I'll train the other tracks over there. Yeah, now that the weather is a lot drier than last time, braking should be a little bit more efficient for me. Yeah, 100% brake it. There's enough platform overrun if we need it to slow down and stop. But I think we might actually be falling a little bit short, which is alright for me as well. There we go. Welcome to Wolfen. One of the, looks like older stations along the line at least. In terms of modernisation, it doesn't have too much of it. Either way, it's a really nice station to look at. In terms of passengers loading and deboarding, Yeah, because we actually don't even have any monitors here. I don't think the screens changed for cameras either, so we do have to manually check for passengers. Because I know in the UK, trains either have cameras built in, or they have the trackside camera for the driver to look at when they do move. But obviously not here. Okay, wait till 23. So we are just about a minute early for every station. Another minute to wait. Walking around station. Screw it. So let's see what we've got. So yeah, 3 platforms. Then you've got the old station building here and a few houses in the background. Ambience, just your generic birds and roads. A few crows that time. But overall, quite a nice little industrial station. Now, this is probably like an old factory converted for a station, or like an old warehouse station as well. And yeah, you got your very nice Tan2 train as well. I did talk about in the first week actually of the series that the pantographs do bounce and move depending on the movement of the train. On the way to the next station, I think I may actually show that because something I've just forgotten about since then. Didn't show it in the underground section tunnel bit because yeah, that's it. I was talking about it in the tunnel section, but because we are in the tunnels, no point really showing it there. And then by the time we left tunnels, I just forgot about it. So I'll show you guys whilst we go to Jesnitz Arne. So yeah, they're trying to get up to some sort of speeds. And again, just look at all the minor bits of physics that this train simulator gives you. So bogies, not really bouncing because this track is perfectly flat, no issues with it. It's German engineering, so you've got some light movement, nothing too major. Same for the carriage in between as well, no real movements at all. Very much because we are right on top of the bogie, which is giving it balance, but whilst there are some movements, not much at all. It's the pantographs that really does move with the actual line. And this is very nicely done. It perfectly fits with the pantograph, like genuine perfect. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, that happens. That's yeah, as I was saying, perfectly on the pantograph there. Really nicely done. Until the pantograph just suddenly disappears for a moment there for a stretch of track. Was it meant to do that? I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh well, let's just carry on. So we'll start braking in just a moment. There we go, slowly cruising to the station. Yes, Jesnitz Arne being one of my favourite stations on this DLC, just based on how it's different to the main stations we have, and just overall, it feels nicer, it feels more open, it feels happy. Whoops, right, yeah, it feels happy, stick it in emergency. I'm going to go shoot this one a little bit, so I'm going to have to stick it in both braking. Wow, I've actually very overshot this station. Right, so release that, switch train in neutral, open the doors, and cut all power whilst we wait for the passengers to load. But again, just I love this station. It's a lot different. So you got, yeah, the Griffey's there, a bit of colour, the old station building, and then the footbridge at the back as well. Just how tall it is to tower over the pantographs. Stairs, yep, you can actually walk upstairs as well. Just massive open area, and I love it. Little pathway there as well, alongside the track. It's like, just look at that. It's like how high you are. You can barely see train mainly because we've stopped so far down the platform. Just overall, I love the station. Anyway, it's time to lock the door, so I need to get back to my train as soon as possible. and then carry on our route to the north. Yeah, train just stops right here, but my terrible driving, we end up halfway down the platform. Right, so into the train we go. Step in. Whoops, nope. Let's climb up, then close the doors. Close the doors. Power back on. Back and forward and drive. Nope, sorry, doors weren't closed properly yet. Yeah, I got marker lights on right now, so no need to change that at all. Marker lights being more than enough for this track. Yeah, next station, Ragon, in about 2 minutes and a half, 2 minutes and a quarter. Whoops. Oh yeah, this track's a little bit slow here, but then does speed up quite quickly. And then at this section, it's now going to be unlimited speed, national speed for the trains. Not too sure why they got such a slow speed limit, but there has to be a reason for it. This section track, there we go, up to 75 miles per hour, 120 kilometers an hour. I do like this game, I really do. Just the realism, the graphics, just everything about it. And well, again, what I say, it's not perfect, but it's close to getting there. It's close to getting there. So that's how games do update the game every couple of weeks, especially when a lot of people don't like DLC releases for this game, but when you think about it, that's how games have put a lot of their updates at the same time as DLC releases. Just think about it. When they did release this DLC, FPS and frames went up like crazy in terms of making more optimized. When Great Western released, it had so many new assets to the game, as well as fixed lighting and better physics. Like, every time this game releases DLC, whilst releasing DLC, fair enough, is bad dovetail go away, it does mean that the game is open for heavy updates. And ooh, what am I doing here? My keyboard not working, hang on. No, I don't want reading light, I want main lights. And these brakes don't seem to work anymore. I'll have... whatever. Let's do that quickly. So, hang on, keyboards is not... it does release the brakes, I'm not sure why it's not doing it for me. Anyways, back and forward, back and forward. There you go, another road going down the side of the track there, leading into... so maybe another village just coming up over here. So if we lock the doors... and sit train and drive. And 2 miles to marker at 17:34. So, yeah, in terms of timetable and scheduling, we are now catching up with the required times. And actually, this is stopping at every single station line. So, yeah, normally we miss this. Yeah, normally skip the station, but today we do have to stop at it as a requirement of the routes. Otherwise, it'd be 6 miles to the next station. I mean, Marker, I don't know if I actually ever stops this station yet. On any of the mission, no, not any missions, and definitely not on any normal routes. I think it's maybe the first time I'm stopping at Marker as a station. Probably because it is just in the middle of a forest, infrequent service, maybe like 2 trains an hour heading in both directions, if that. Slow down a little bit. Perfect. If I've never been here before, maybe a good time to search for a shovel and steal it. Yeah, these mini games are kind of interesting. Anyways, coming up to the next station now. 0.6 miles to go. Switching to yards just in a second. There we go. Then once we're around 600 yards, I will stick the train into about 60% braking. 70 will do actually. They go slightly down the right for trains that do terminate here. Just loosen up the brakes a little bit. And there we go in a moment, stick it on the 100%. Yep, I have never stopped at Marker before. Max breaker. Whoops. I want the 3D cam. There we go. Unlock right. Now, is there a glitch box? There is. And yes, there's a shovel. Let's go steal it. Go on then. Run down. Run down. Run down. My glorious fetish for red shovels. You're mine now. 5 out of 25 collected. So is there one like at every station? How many stations are there in this DLC even? One thing I'll have to look at. Because if there are 25 stations, then fair enough, it's 1 shovel per station as a memento for going to every place. What did I even say? Betreiben Deutsche Bahn. Deutsche Bahn. Let's lock doors. And go to Dessau Süd in 4.4 miles by 1739. Dessau Süd, is that the final station or not? No, it's not. Actually, sorry, seconds last, sorry. This is the final station. So we're getting close to the end of the route now. So we're only about half an hour and a length. Yeah, 4 miles means that we do have plenty of time to now reach full speed. 4 minutes to get there. Yeah, I need to stick it in neutral power there. Actually slow down a little bit. There we go. And leave it like that. Actually, we are on slight downhill portion, so 5% braking will just stop us from overspeeding. No need for it. Though it is starting to get a bit darker now, so I'll turn on the dimmed beam. Actually, what does high beam even look like at this section? Yeah, it's not too much. If I go back to medium beam, a little bit laggy here. A lot laggier than it should be. I'm guessing it's just trees or something I don't know, by the time I do get to the next station, it should hopefully have sorted itself out. In fact, yeah, it's not too laggy now, aside from it's that one section of track where for some reason the frame turns into PowerPoints. I'll check around other people's videos, see if they have any issues in the same section of track. Again, my guess is just the fact that it's too many trees in this one section. Anyways, it's 2.6 miles to Dessau Süd. We need to be there in about 2.5 minutes. Increase power just to get us back up to full speed. Level ground, only D5% just to stop us from slowing down. Not as fast as transition force would be, but when I'm a stopping service, I'm assuming that the speed limit for me is now going to be a bit lower. So I'm sure the last station I went to, I've been through at full speed before, no questions asked. So yeah, it's going to come down to the speed limits depending on what service I am. Either way, 1.5 miles to Dessau Süd. 73 miles per hour, will be there in no time. And again, start braking once we switch over to yards from miles. Yeah, if my route knowledge was perfect and I knew what exactly I was meant to look at before slowing down and stopping, then I would, but unfortunately that's not the case. I'm stuck here using the UI to help me. Still very laggy and I don't know why. Yikes, I'm getting 10 FPS this section. Yeah, I do apologise for this Microsoft PowerPoint slideshow I'm showing you guys right now. Again, I hope it does improve once we do leave the forest and scenery's not so mashed together. Right, 0.8 miles to Dessau Süd. Probably not home with the Süd Aviation Caravel. Caravel being one of the original Generation 1 jet aircrafts, built to compete with the BAC 111 and the DC-9 on shorter, more regional routes, as opposed to the Boeing 707, DC-8 and other jet aircraft of a similar type, like the Comets Mark IV, which are all for the long haul market. That will do. And there we go, stick on final brake as well for indirects. That'll help me slow down just a tiny bit more. Perfect. And then shovel wise, I'm sure I've got the one for the station. Yes I do. It's just over here it was. All these cars are illegal, not a single one of them having a license plate. Come on, drivers in Germany, unless it's like on legal requirements in Germany. Anyways, lock doors, and let's go finish off our journey for today. Dessau Hauptbahnhof in 2.6 miles. Let's go. I said, let's go. Hang on, that's set to hold, not release. Whoops. Here we go again. Neutral, cut power. bring in power, back and forward, let's go. There we go. So past 60 miles per hour, also known as 110 miles per hour. Kilometers an hour even, that's in kilometers. Got the digital number in the middle as well, which changes for it. It's a very nice little system that, I do like it. Anyways, I'm going to overspeed, so if I just stick on the brake a little bit, stick it in neutral, that'll sort us out. And then we can just glide into the final station and finish our routes for today. In fact, just add a little bit more power just to keep us going. So yeah, next signal will be orange, yellow, there we go. And then we get to the station. After that will then be red, telling me to stop, where basically I just got to open the doors, let passengers finish deboarding and reboarding before I then walk away from the train, walking to the nearest staircase or nothingness that the simulator wants me to go to. Ooh! Talk about speed restrictions, didn't even slow me down for that one. Actually, I didn't need to slow down as well. Whoa, that's a train right there. Ooh. Gonna be a mini heart attack. Wow, this is scary. This is scary. There you go, now speed restrictions come into action. Max brake it on both of them. Emergency on both of them, just to slow us down. And open the doors. That was one way to stop it. I literally had the moment I saw the train on the track ahead of us, I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely had a mini heart attack. I was not expecting that. So passengers now finish deboarding. Then either have to wait for the game to tick over, which it should be fine. And then I just got to walk to nearest, so nothing ahead of me. I'm going to assume it may be that staircase here, which I need to walk down. Whilst I'm here, and look for a grit shovel. Nothing here. Nope. Yeah, climb down for train to complete this duty. So walk to the back. Yeah, down to the staircase. And yeah, that was northbound. So all should be okay again. Time being a little bit off in a few minutes before and after, but either way, it was a decent route that. A little bit slower than I would have liked, not going to lie. We were a little bit like slower, delayed driving, but either way, decent mission there, and I'm quite happy with the end results. Miles walks 0.6 miles, a bit of walking today. Actually, I did walk around a few stations when I was waiting for the train to move. Otherwise, yeah, 33 minutes 45, decent time taken, miles driven 18.79, and at this point we have now gone through every single station within the missions. So from next week, I'll just be like the continuation ones. Knowing that we have now taken all the tracks through this route. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Leave a like if you did, do subscribe. And I hope I see you guys next week for the next episode of Train Sim World Rapid Transit. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.